if we got starting up the live stream today. We'll wait for some people to get up in here. I know I haven't been editing any of these live streams afterwards. I need to do that. Get some start trimming them up, you know? Get some of this good bubbly water here. Tell me how many you guys in the chat. I see you got two people in there so far. Tell me how the sound quality is. Cause I'm using a shotgun mic right now. Because I know last time nobody said nothing, but the DJI, the wireless mic was popping. It was, I don't know if it was where it was at having interference. Although I tried it in two places, man, and it always on the live streams with StreamYard, it always seems to have some scratching issues. But when I do a regular recording, no problem. So using a shotgun mic now should be good. Don't don't know for sure, but let's see. A little light. Okay. Yeah, let me go ahead and try to get this thing up and running. Just cuz I don't know, I don't want that light feeling sound. It shouldn't take too long though. Get this clipped on. But Russ Carter, what part of the country you in? Or which country are you in? You might not be in the US. I'm assuming you're in the US, but sure you could be over here in Europe. If that's where I'm at. What's going on, Garcia? Okay, you said everything sound good. I might plug in this thing, man. I don't know. I know it sounds better with this. So as long as it don't have any popping sound. Southwest VA. Southwest VA. What's out there? Thinking you're getting close to Kentucky? I'm assuming. I don't know. Yeah, man. I'm still out here in Europe for now. Gonna try to make some moves here pretty soon. But we'll see. We shall see. All right, let me go ahead and try to plug this in right quick. Close to Tennessee. Okay, that's what's up. Let me plug this mic in. Hopefully this won't be too disruptive on sound. If this other mic that I plug in in 3, 2, 1. If it starts sounding, how can I say? If it starts like having that popping issue, let me know please in the chat. Because that's the last thing I want to deal with is popping sounds. All right, so we got this mic on now. Back to the DJI. Hopefully, it don't give us some problems. Probably will. Knowing my luck. But I was running this little baby mic right here. This thing is nice though, because this gonna be my vlogging mic right here. Just because it's real small. Look how tiny that thing is, man. Can you see it? Yeah. Look how small that thing is. It's like I think it was a little more than $100, but straight from Sony, no wires needed. Plug into the top, good to go. But I don't think it's the best for setting up like this. But if this one starts having problems, then we're going back to it. But yeah, anyway, we got Russ Carter here out in VA. I think Garcia. I'm trying to remember. I'm gonna say California, but not sure. Not sure. But yeah, I'm still in Germany right now. Still in Stuttgart. Well, I'm in Stuttgart right now. Um, Obviously from the thumbnail, but about to make moves, man. About to make some moves, and we'll have to find out a little later where I go. I'm not even sure. The first place I'm going, I don't even know if I'm gonna be there too long. Just filling it out and then making a move from there. So who knows? But I do have quite a few videos I need to get to. Got a video from Paris that I still need to break down. I've been working on, get that out. Yeah, show you a little bit of Paris, uh, some of the some of the scenes. I think if you follow me on Instagram, you might get a little sneak peek of some of the stuff you might see. Um, Place de Concorde, Eiffel Tower scenes, and then I got a little journey I do in there too. Later that day, actually the next day, did a journey in there, and I take you through. We just walk around the city of Paris, and I wouldn't even say it's that touristic. The part where that we're walking around, it's but I'm on a mission. I got something to pick up, and I was told about a certain place, so I wanted to go there and see what they had to offer, and that's what I did. And you'll come along with me on that video. Okay, so you in Boston, Massachusetts. That's right. That's right. Okay, man, is it cold up there already? It got to be cold up there. Got to be. Yeah. So yeah, what's been going on? A lot of stuff. I want to first say, rest in peace to Takeoff. Um, it's unfortunate what happened. A lot of crime in the states right now. I mean, I guess crime is up everywhere. To tell you the truth, around the world, but we definitely hear more about it from the states, especially high profile incidences like that. It's um, it's a shame, but I also feel I don't know. It's one of those things that we talk about it all too often, and it's just getting repetitive. I think what we need to do, a lot of us, what we need to do is just travel. One, not to say you're immune from anything bad happening to you while you're traveling. Things happen abroad too. I mean, but life is not forever. We live this life, we carry on, we pass on, and all we have left is our experiences and where we've been, what we've done, things we experienced, and maybe if you wrote a book or you done some videos or you taken some pictures or you did some type of lasting work while you've been here, and that's what stays behind. So thankfully for him, he was an artist, so he has work that will live on, family, I'm sure, and all of that as well. So, okay, you said it's like 65 degrees. 65 degrees in Boston. That's actually pretty good. It's good weather. It's been warm here in Germany too. Unseasonably warm. They say it's the winds kicking up from the Sahara Desert from North Africa. I don't know, some phenomenon that happens every so often, but we're enjoying it now. Yeah, yeah. At Chicago, I didn't hear about Chicago. I know Takeoff. That incident happened in Houston, but I didn't hear about what happened in Chicago. I know there was an incident in Korea too, where I think 120 people were killed in a stampede. Something happened with some, I think it was a Halloween event, and I don't know, there was a stampede and people lost their lives to that one. That's crazy, especially in a Asian country too. Normally, I guess a stampede could happen anywhere, but normally they're pretty well organized with their events. So I think they got a lot of questions. They're probably going to send a lot of people to jail because of that. Somebody going to jail over there because of that. Because they sounded like they wanted real answers. But yeah, I guess this Halloween wasn't that that good of a Halloween. Tell you the truth. All right, what else we got? Just let me see right quick. Yeah, so I need to get back into the live rhythm. Not like I really was going live a lot, but I want to start getting into a live rhythm just to start doing some things. I might even do a live feed mobile. Might do one of those again from the city, one of the European cities I'm in, and get you all involved. The only thing is the time difference for me to go live during the week and for y'all to have time to watch it on a live is around this time. So this time is 11 p.m. It's about to be 11 p.m. right now. So I know East Coast is what? East Coast it is. Hold up, I got it right here. East Coast is about to be 6 p.m. on the East Coast, which puts it at 3 p.m. West Coast. So, it's if I want to show y'all during the day what it's like out here, I say late evening, I'll get you at lunchtime. But if I wanted to show you like the morning, y'all ain't gonna be up, or y'all gonna be hustling going to work on the East Coast. West Coast will be dead asleep. Holla at Dre, was good. See you put that video out and some more French videos out. I gotta check out the latest one. Chicago, three kids, two adults was drive by south part of Chicago. Some of the kids didn't make it. Dang. Yeah, man. That's sad, man. A lot of stuff going on back home. Okay, okay. You from the DC area. All right, that's what's up. Just Drees. Yeah, man. It didn't save in 4K. Well, you know how sometimes like you put it out and it's not in 4K at first, and then you gotta wait for it to process. Is that the issue, or you just didn't record it in 4K? Yeah, because I mean, it's not. Tell you the truth, it's not that big of a deal if it's in 1080p. Um, I got some GoPro footage coming that I might put out, and it's in 1080p. And the reason why I had to do it in 1080p is because it was on the GoPro. I had to use the GoPro for this one. But when I do the GoPro in 4K and I'm doing long, like unedited, mostly unedited video, man, those files are huge. At least on my GoPro 9, the way I got it set up. So I was like, you know what? Let me drop it down to 4K and get this thing out. Okay, YouTube did it. Man, it's probably still processing. Sometimes they'll put it out, and then if you look at it, it'll be if you go to your studio and you look at it, you'll have the 4K emblem like blinking. That means it's still working on it. So that could be it. I don't know. How'd I decide on what part of Germany? Well, I used to work on this side, the west side of Germany. So I know this side better. Um, but I've been all around Germany even before. It's just I know my way around in Stuttgart, and I would say Stuttgart up to Frankfurt, pretty good. Munich a little bit, and I'm learning more. I need to spend more time in Munich, tell you the truth. But then also, I need to check out Hamburg more. I need to check out Berlin more, and maybe some places in between. Heard about was it Darmstadt or Dresden? Not not Dresden. Cologne area as well. I've been there, but I need to see more of that because Cologne definitely has like the really good. They say it's a really good club scene. Not that I'm that big into clubs anymore, but it'd be something to check out though. Yeah, man. Shoot, let me know. It's it's kind of hard to coordinate though, you know what I mean, with being on the different time zones and stuff like that, and then setting up beforehand, you know, that's how it be sometimes. But yeah, if you wanna hit up Germany, yeah, I got the info. All right, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I might have to get out there. The thing is that I've noticed is in Germany, at least the parts I've been, people are not as camera friendly. I think I mentioned this quite a bit, but people are not as camera friendly. So you can film. It's just if you're filming with other people in it, it's a little tricky. So the club scene, obviously, if I did it, it would all be like with the phone. It'd be all iPhone, which iPhone is good for night stuff or decent enough. It's decent. I would say that. And that's what we'll probably do. Because if you guys saw my Halloween video from Mexico, obviously that was last year Halloween because I was here this time, but I didn't do too much for Halloween. I could have, I could have, but sometimes, man, you just got to enjoy yourself, whether that's going out and just doing you or just relaxing and chilling. Sometimes you got to do that. So I put y'all on with the one from last year. The one from last year. We had a good time there. So I don't know if Germany would have beat Guadalajara. Yeah, man. Wurzburg. Have I been to Wurzburg before? That sounds familiar. Sounds real familiar. Hanau, I don't know. Berlin, obviously, yeah, been through there. But how long am I staying here? I don't think I can stay too much longer, man. These Europeans, they don't let us Americans linger here too long. I think you got like a 3 month visa, and then you gotta punch out for at least another 3 months before you can come back for 3 months. So I think you can get 3 months every 6 months. That's the way it works for us out here. So I want to be out before all that is done. So as far as Germany or the EU, I probably won't be in the EU much longer, to tell you the truth. But it's been chill, man. Like I've been reconnecting with some old friends, some family. Um, yeah, it's been pretty good. More so the city and the culture, not so much club stuff. Okay, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We can definitely do that. That's my forte anyway. Walking around showing some stuff, maybe even some restaurant stuff. I still got some stuff that I need to just edit up and put out, see how y'all embrace it. And then if that comes back with good activity, drawing people in, then I'll just go full on with that. But I think my fear is if I hit on something with the European content, it's like boom, I'm out. Like I can't even double down on it no more because the time is over. Okay, you said Hanau's near Frankfurt. Okay. Yeah, that does sound familiar. That does sound familiar. Okay. Yeah, the Frankfurt area is pretty huge. It's it's weird too because like Munich, when you go around Munich and you just go exploring Munich, it's like everything's really in order, neat. Uh, they got the center of the old town, I guess. It just looks really nice and it's big. Frankfurt is big. It's got some parts that are modern, but I wouldn't say it's nice looking. So that's the only thing about Frankfurt. It's like after you spend like 3 days there, you're like, oh man, this place, this place is a little depressing. I don't know. That's the feeling I got. I guess it depends who you with, but most of the time when I go there, I don't know anybody from Frankfurt. So, although I did meet somebody on the train. They're from nearby Frankfurt. I don't know if she was down to show me around or not, but I have to touch base with her again. See what other questions we got. Okay, yeah, it says near Frankfurt. Got that. I thought it was another question that popped up in here. All right, yeah, yeah, so for the most part, I want to try to I think I got about two, let's just say two videos that I need to get out. Probably gonna have one dropping hopefully by this weekend. I'm gonna just push it out. It might be a little long. When I say long, over 20 minutes. Yeah, if I cut it down, give y'all just the meat, I think it'll be 20 minutes. But here's the thing. Now, let me ask y'all a question. If I'm going somewhere and we're going to a destination, we're going through a city that you probably haven't been through before, or at least a part of the city you haven't been through before. I'm walking, whatever. Do you want the whole trip or you just want the interesting parts of the trip? Because even the non-interesting parts might have scenes in it that are just, cinematically might look good or different or whatever. And that's what I'm kind of contemplating right now. C's, what's good, man? What time is it on the West Coast? It's got to be like what, 3, 3:07, something like that. Yeah. Um, so I'm walking in downtown Paris, or the east side of Paris, from the east train station to this place. So I want to know. I think if I do it all uncut, which I'm not going to leave it completely uncut, I think it's about 40 something minutes. But I think I can chop it down where it still follows along. There might be parts where I actually stop and I'm dragging it. I can chop it down to like maybe 30 minutes and it'll still flow. But if you just want the meat, then maybe it can be 15 minutes. Yeah, but I'll just be hopping around. Like it'll be like, oh, he was here, now he there, oh, now he there. So I don't know. That's what I in my head as an editor, as a an amateur YouTuber. That's the stuff I'm contemplating. But then again, it's easier to just chop less and let it ride. Okay, yeah, it's 3:07 there. That's what's up. Yeah. So, I noticed like some people do it very well. You know, your boy Ace, he can walk and talk and keep people interested because he stays, conscious of what he's doing the whole time. For some of us who haven't done it as much, that's a lot harder to do. So it's even like a live stream like this, to keep the tempo up is not an easy thing, especially when it's just you talking to a camera, empty space. I mean, I got y'all here and I appreciate it, but it's words on the screen, which is a little different. But I appreciate it when you do put words on the screen, because if there's no words, I'd be like floating around. So that's a thing too. Depends. I like to meet to save time. Yeah, I hear you there, man. Yeah. Yeah, I'm thinking that's most people's forte nowadays. It's if you if it was gonna be 10 minutes of right to the point, bang, 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 or 20 minutes of taking you on this journey and sliding you around, most people are like, man, where we going? Especially nowadays, everybody got a short attention span, including me. But yeah, nobody commented on the mic. The mic not popping or scratching today, or at least not at a unacceptable level, because that's what I gotta be aware of, man, with this one. Uh, how much content do they want? Our trip had to chop that video down to 24 minutes. It was 45. Still look good. Ah, man. That's the thing, man. That's the thing with this whole thing is okay, cool. Sound quality is good. Carter said. That's what's up. Um yeah, chopping it down, I think is an art as well. It takes more work, you know. Um you gotta look at it, go back. For me personally, I gotta put things there, put the whole thing there, go through it, let it play, sometimes not even let it play, just scrub through, look at parts, and then boom, like nope, 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 take them out. And then I got to go back and like listen to the stuff. Now that I got a first chopped version, I got to go back and play it so I can hear what's going on and be like, all right, does that make any sense? What am I talking about? Oh, that cut that or whatever else. And yeah, I think my that is one of my problems. I will overshoot. I will take too much footage, which makes more work on the back end. Um, but yeah, I need to tell you the truth, I need to keep filming and keep throwing it down on the editing table so I can pimp myself of how to film better. So when next time I do have my camera out, I'm like, boom, right to the meat. Like, okay, here we are, blah, right back on it, get it going, get my songs in line, because that's what pumps me up is when I get everything lined up, and then I put my music tracks on there. Then it's like, all right, let's go. That's when I really start feeling it. Yeah, until you get your hardcore viewers like, hey, just keep your videos under 15 minutes. That is a good strategy. That is a good strategy. That could sound harsh to some people, you know, but I kind of, yeah, I feel it. 15 minutes is, I would say, I'm trying to do like maybe 12, 10 minutes. Like just chopping stuff off. Hell no. Just doing the Bruce Lee on that thing. Chop, chop. Like that thing was an hour. Chop it up. You know? Yeah. Yeah, the whole talking to yourself thing, vlogging, uh, that word vlogging don't even sound right to me. I like walk and talk. I like that because that's what I'm doing. I'm walking and talking. Yeah. If it's the whole thing, then explain what is happening. I hate when there's silence and people just walking. Yeah. Yeah, you're right about that. Like the voiceover component is is crucial and a lot of times um needed when it comes to that. Yeah, so that's one thing I got to be conscious of too. There's other little tricks too I'm trying to implement to keep people engaged. Um, but it's all I could go down the list and name them, right. People are like, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. But implementing them is a whole nother thing. You'd be like, oh yeah, make sure your color are right, make sure the sound is good, make sure your composition, zoom in once or twice, or da da da. But doing all that is where, and then not to mention on the filming side, when you're actually filming, the remember to say certain things or to expose certain things, talk about certain things that you normally wouldn't talk about if you're just walking around doing your own thing. So I don't know. It's parts of it. I'm thinking about it right now. There's a part where I'm showing people on their lunch break outside doing something that you normally wouldn't see in the States. It's not that big of a deal, right? But I'm just explaining that, it's I think if somebody was watching a video without sound, they'd be like, what is this? But then when I'm talking about it, I think it makes a lot more sense. So that part will be in there for sure. Okay, sound quality is great. Yeah, we got that. Mic is great. Cool. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, you got to get a mic, man. If you're using your iPhone, you can get if you're using a phone, you can get one of the little shotgun mics from Rode I had one over here, but I don't know where it is right now. But you can also use the DJI, the mic that I'm using on this camera right now, because it comes with these little pieces. I'll pull out one right here. Yeah, it doesn't matter if you got an iPhone or not. It comes with the little lightning adapter piece right there that you can plug into the back of it. And it also has the one for USB-C as well. So it also has this one. Dang, man, I tell you what, man, that Sony camera, bro. That autofocus on that thing is nice. I can't lie. Yeah. Chrissy, Corky, what's up? It's been a minute. I know. Okay. Not of 12 minutes of it fire. That's the way to go. If nine, okay, you're saying if 9 of 12 minutes is fire. Yeah, yeah, I'm thinking that too. Just put out as just condense it and pack in the juice, pack in the fire in a smallest package as possible. Long as it's over that 8 minute threshold, because the 8 minute threshold is what you want for advertisements, where you can drop at least one commercial in there, and that's how we all get paid from YouTube. That's where a lot of the incentive comes to even do this YouTube thing, is those advertisements. So um I think, people told me that before too, even before I was monetized, like, hey, because I was having a discussion. I was like, hey man, my video is gonna be 3 minutes. Ace was like, man, what you talking about, man? You gotta get up there, man. You gotta boost them numbers up to at least what the threshold was back then. I think it was 10 minutes back then. He's like, you gotta get up to 10 minutes. I was like, how am I gonna do 10 minutes, man? I can't fill up everything like that. But then I eventually got there, and then they dropped it back down to oh, speaking of the devil, there you go right there. What's up, Ace? What? You purchased Dogecoin? When you purchased it? If you purchased it in the last 2 days, you was late, friend. And you gonna have to hold on to that joint for a minute. Yeah, he got this. He got the correct spelling there. Dogecoin. Elon is probably gonna pump that thing though. I don't know, man. He probably gonna pump it. You know. Oh man, we go talk about. Hold up, hold up, hold up. What are you talking about? He said no, it's dog coin. I don't know what you bought then. If it ain't this, I don't know what you got. You might have got a scam, bro. You might have got scammed, man. C's, get on him, man. Tell him, man. This dude up here, man. What you? Yo, what you sipping on, bro? It ain't no. If you bought that joint, let's look up the chart right quick. I don't even think there is no DOG coin. Let's go to the dang chart. Let's share that. Let's share the screen. We'll go to this. Hold up, new tab. Let's see. Let's see if we can do this. We finally gonna talk about this subject because people gonna get ripped. They ain't got the time to wait. Let's see what he talking about. DOG coin. See, that's the one that pop up right there was Doge before. DOG. Oh Lord. What's this? What is this? That joint market data is untracked. That joint is scam of the year right there. Scam of the year. See, it ain't even supposed to look like this on your screen. You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all something. Look, look. That ain't how it's supposed to look when you look up a coin. It's supposed to look like this. See that? And it's down 8% today. Now, if you a true believer of it, then maybe you buy here. I don't know. I ain't giving no financial advice because I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. But look at this. Look at this chart. This is a 1 day. Look what it done did. It was at 0.14 of a cent, and now it's 0.12 of a cent. But we can go look at it for the year, and it's down. All that red right there, man. That's old Lucifer territory down there. You deep in the red, baby. You need a depth gauge. You know what I mean? Go come back up. How many of y'all be able to hold your breath in all that red for a year or two or three even? Who knows? I don't think y'all ready for that. Got Pablo Escobar over here in the chat talking about something. See, this is what you gotta worry about, man. Hold up, let's get to the chat right quick. Let's see what let's see what's going on. He said somebody done ran your pockets, G. Oh. One for every letter. Okay, so you only bought three. Okay, cool. Well, the thing is, how much is the joint? We don't even know how much the joint is, man. Cause how much you get that joint for? I'm just saying, man. uh yeah, I think they got you, man. They got you. See what I'm saying? You gotta talk to somebody before you pull these triggers, man. You can't be out here just dropping, you know what I mean? Just getting it all in on everything. Get you some of that corn, man. Get you some of that Bitcoin. That's what they call it. I heard that thing gonna be around for a while. Dang, 10 million Dogecoin? Shit, I guess it depends on when you got it. But then again, 10 million Dogecoin, how much is that? I guess it all depends. But yeah, I feel like Elon Musk buying Twitter, as much as he talked about Doge, at some point, if he don't do something with Doge, I don't know. He don't seem like the type that don't do things when he talk about him though. But yeah, speaking of that, look, man, this is speaking of Elon, this is the stuff to be still, even though it ain't nothing new, this stuff still SpaceX. When I see these dang rockets come back in, there was a footage. There was some footage of I think it was on the Instagram page actually, but it was footage of the two rockets coming back from the Falcon Heavy. So if y'all don't know, uh Falcon Heavy. Why is it not showing the most recent videos? Recently uploaded. YouTube is changing up the app, and I think it's, it looks better with all the rounded edges and everything, but I got most recent here, and it's showing something from 8 months ago. And I know they put something out 2 days ago because I watched it live. But anyway, the Falcon Heavy has three rockets, right? Three rocket boosters, and that thing can, it launches up three, the middle one, the two on the side, and then they break off, come back down. When they come back down, that thing look crazy, bro. They showed it, you see him from the camera on the rocket itself coming back in, and that's cool and everything. But then they had something on their Instagram page, and it had the like somebody on the ground filming it. Man, that things looked like it was about to like they were bombs coming in. They were coming in fast. It was like, and then poof, and then they slow down. Like it looked like the last 500 feet they slowed down. I was like, Jesus. But they both came in. It looked like, and then they had that sonic boom, because they're busting through the speed barrier or the sound barrier. They come in and have that crack or that explosion sound, boom, boom, boom. It's wild, man. It's inspirational because you think about it, like, okay, if humans in the future land on another planet with that type of thing, that's how it's going to be. It's going to be like a violent entry like that. You're going to come in and boom, 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 and then, well, that's the way I imagine we'd land. But who knows? They might do something crazy with parachutes and a balloon that inflates and they just bounce around. That would be clumsy, but who knows? All right, let's see what other stuff we got. Oh man, leave Ace alone, man. He a baby in the investing game, man. He a grandmaster on YouTube. Well, come to investing, man. He got a long way to go. But the good thing is, long as you a master in something, you could pick up your way on the other thing real quick. As long as you following the right people. Folks on Twitter going wild on their language since Elon bought it. Yeah, you know what, man? I'm gonna tell y'all something about Twitter. Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna tell y'all something about Twitter though. I went to their headquarters before in 2016 and talked to some people who were, I don't know, running parts of the company. I would say I was one the head of the company, but they're running parts of the company, and it was strange how much they didn't know about the app. And there was one person in there who had been there at that time 6 years, which is in Silicon Valley. If you had one company for 6 years, you a straight up OG veteran. if if you had any one company for 6 years straight, and she was like, I don't know how people come and they're in charge and they're my bosses, and I got to show them how to use the app. So she was a little wild, but the fact that she said that to me, I was like, yo, I was just thinking for my own personal investment purposes. Like, yo, Twitter ain't getting none of my money, bro. I can't do nothing with them. This was back in 2015 or 16. And then from then I just started, we had a little discussion after we left. And so, we visited some other companies too, Facebook and all that other stuff. It was like a tour, a Silicon Valley tour. And Facebook, their stuff was impressive from what we saw. We didn't see a lot, but from what we saw at that campus, it was, looking like a place you would maybe want to work. Twitter, that stuff was cool and inside their office and all that, but it was just weird how when I came out of there, I was like, these people, this company is delusional, bro. They can't, they can't. So now all this stuff is coming out about them, and it's like, okay, well, it was worse than I even thought. You know, it was worse than I even thought. Obviously, I didn't have a lot of access either, but it was enough for me to know, like, hey, I can't, I can't put my money on them in no kind of way. Yeah, yeah, man. Hey, so seen the live on you did on Instagram earlier today. Or at least I caught part of it, showing the hotel, the Marriott. He out there balling with the Marriott points. Marriotts are cool. You're right. Like Marriott, you will get a certain standard, um, but you gotta pay for that standard, bro. It ain't cheap. I would say the next best hotel chain that I like that I know what they're gonna be like is Holiday Inn because they're a little bit cheaper, but they're an American brand too, and most of the time they hold up to their standard. Um, can't say it's yeah. Most of the Holiday Inns I go to are pretty decent. They're at least at the decent standard. Embassy Suites, yeah, Embassy Suites is dope. They had I stayed at an Embassy Suites in Bogota. I think it was Embassy Suites. It was right beside. I forgot the other spot, but the room was big, dope. It was just something. It was something off about that place. I forgot what it was. I mean, I'd stay there again though. It ain't like that. It was. It was straight like straight it up for that. But there's another place I stayed at. What was the name of the place in Bogota? I stayed at a lot of places in Bogota, but it was one place I stayed at. It would have been cool, but they kept coming in and trying to check the fridge and the mini bar like twice a day. And I told them, don't come in here no more. They were like, oh. And then I'd be in there trying to edit some videos and I'd hear something at the door. I'm like, and then I'd get up, I'd be standing right at the door. They open the door, they, they open the door, like, like, didn't I tell you not to come in here? I'm like, yo, I had to go down and tell the front desk. But I even told them and then they still try to come in. Then one time I got so pissed off, I had to tell the lady, I was like, look, what is going on here? Why do y'all keep coming in? What is and then after that, they knocked on my door again. I was about to flip out. And then dudes, like, oh sir, we just want to say we're sorry. They gave me like a free meal and some other stuff. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So I took it like some grapes and fruit and all that stuff. So I took it, but I was still pissed, man. I was like, you know what? I ain't even staying here no more. It was funny too because I just thought about that today when I was looking for at reviews of the hotels place I'm planning on going, and somebody wrote that about the hotel I was about to be in, and I was like, you know what? I ain't dealing with that no more. Yeah, I was like, I'm not dealing with hotels where they on some mini bar hustle, trying to always come in and check your mini bar. Like, I feel like it's I don't know how those hotels are working like that, but I think what it is whoever comes in and finds something missing from your minibar and gets a commission of that, or they resupply it. Say it's like a Coke that costs 50 cents, and then they replace it, or they put it there in the first place, right? They get the whole cost of that. I feel like they're fighting for that. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what it feels like. So Yeah. Okay, the breakfast, yeah. The breakfast was pretty good. I think, yes. I think you're right on that. Yeah, man. Let me see if I can find this latest SpaceX joint. I'm just pissing me off, man. I can't even see this on here. They got another mission coming up too. They pumping out rockets left and right, man. SpaceX. Yeah. Uh oh, here in Germany? Yeah, man. It's straight. It's how can I say it? You can get what you want to get out here as far as if you want to chill, relax, there's plenty of that. If you want to get out, go to the clubs, all that, it's that's there too. It depends on what part of Germany you're in, to tell you the truth. Uh I feel like Stuttgart is not, it can be a pretty good time going out, but it's, like I say, it's not really, I don't think it's as good as it used to be when it comes to that. And I could be wrong. Maybe things just, I know things shifted a lot. So there's different types of spots. Like if you want to be like if you like lounges, hookah bars and all that, you got that out here. You got a lot of that. And you can, especially if you got people out here that, if you got friends out here that are still doing that or into that, or if you come out here with friends, yeah, you can do that probably 5 days out of the week, you know? And then on the weekends, I would say from Thursday to Monday, you can go out and ramp it up even more, go to places where you can get something to drink, dance, all that. So it's but then there's other parts like I feel like Munich, Hamburg, maybe Cologne. That's where there's more action. I don't even know, man. Like I don't pay attention to them at all. To tell you the truth, I mean it's, you're always gonna have some haters. Yeah, there's Mexican food here. Yeah, there's yeah, Germany, they got all kind of food, man. They got Mexican food, Asian, Japanese, sushi, um, Italian. I wouldn't say so much French cuisine, but you do have a few French bakeries. Actually, I got a video of us going to a French bakery in Stuttgart, and I think their bread might be better than most places in France. The people there are French, so it's not like it's, you know, when I go in there, I'm speaking French with the ladies, and I think it's a family who runs it. It's a woman, her husband, um, and then another woman, and then I always see the kid in there. The kid is, I think she's a maybe a toddler. I don't know, but they're all speaking French to each other, and they speak German if the customers are speaking German. But it's pretty cool. And then I think I think they shut down this week for they're taking a break. So when they take a holiday, the place shuts down. That's how that's how niche it is. But but yeah, long-winded answer to your question. Yes, there's Mexican food out here. Uh you said you was in the room at Verda and looked into the fridge and grabbed wine out to check it out. They charge you 80. Had to put it back. I think it was a sensor in the fridge. For Verdara, is that like a grocery store or something? Must be a grocery chain. I've never heard of them. Yeah, man, Mexican food is straight. Everybody loves Mexican food. That's why it travels so well. That's why you see Mexican food all over the world. Mexican restaurants all over the world. That Mexican food and Italian food, everybody loves them. and sorry, and Chinese food. But I feel like Chinese food is different in different places. You know, Thai food too. Thai food is pretty good. Hold on, let me get back to that question. Okay, cool. Is there still a military base in Stuttgart? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, haven't been to it this trip, so I don't know. But I'm assuming that I think the big shutdown was from. Remember, they had a big shutdown of some bases some years back. But I think most of the Stuttgart bases are still there, or the ones in the Stuttgart area. Hella holidays in Europe. Yeah, I think they just went back to work today in this part of Germany. Yeah, because they had a holiday on Tuesday. Some people had to work Monday, then had a holiday Tuesday. But I guess depending on your workplace, some places actually gave people the 4-day weekend. Cologne is cool, but there's a large number of skinheads for real in Cologne. Dang, I wouldn't think that. Like on in West Germany, I would think that'd be at a minimum. But I could be wrong. Ah, okay. The Verdura is a hotel in Vegas. Gotcha. Man, people be calling out these Vegas things like they world renowned. Like I don't know. I feel like they change their names every 5 years anyway. Unless you're talking about Trump Tower or what's another Circus or I don't know. Besides the old ones, I feel like all those new ones to me, they just came up with them names like less than 10 years ago. So I don't know. I'm not that big of a I'm not that familiar with Vegas, to tell you the truth. Dang. Yeah, the Circus, man. Y'all remember that scene from Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas? Wasn't that wasn't that wasn't that Circus they was in front of when they was walking up in that joint? Let me see. Oh, let me see. Yeah, walking into the casino. Let's see. Oh yeah, this is the joint right here. Hold up. They get out the car. They was zooted, boy. Hold on. This is let me share the screen right quick. These cats was these cats was lit. Is it sharing? Yes, share that. Is this the what's the best one? This one right here. Okay, Bazooka Circus. It gotta be the Circus one though. They just named it something different from the movie.
Yeah, this is the place.
It's a terrible
They'll never
copy,
fuck
but you
with us
get the
here.
point.
Where's Ethan? Bicycle's not working. Oh. There we go. All right. Yeah, why not?
Oh, let me
Yeah.
let me pause it right quick in case they try to do a what you on this thing or something. I don't know.
Devil Ether. It makes you behave like the village drunkard in some early Irish novel. Total loss of all basic motor skills. Blurred vision, low balance, numb tongue. The mind recoils in horror, unable to communicate with the spinal column. Which is interesting because you can actually watch yourself behaving in this terrible way,
Oh man.
but you can't control it. You approach the turnstiles.
These look like
I know that when
zombies,
you get
bro.
there, you have to give the man $2 or he won't let you inside. But when you get there, everything goes wrong. Some angry Rotarian shoves you and you think, what's happening here? What's going on? And you hear yourself
Oh
mumbling.
man.
Don't expect a full.
That's why I try to stay away from
Ether is the perfect drug
drinking
for
too
Las
much.
Vegas. In
Definitely
this town,
any
they
of
love
those
it.
type of drugs.
Fresh meat. Come on, buddy.
Because what if you got like that
So
and
they
you
put us
never
through the
come back?
turnstiles and turned
What
us
if you
loose
just stuck like
inside.
that? Because of wanting to have a good time. You know what I mean? I will stop that there. But yeah, that's what I think of when I think of Circus, Bazooka Circus. That scene. Yeah, man. Vegas is a different thing though, man. It's you spend a lot of money. It can be cool if you go with the right people or you meet the right people, but it's a lot of money a lot of times, and you're I gotta say it. It's all a lot of it is just trumped up. Like fake Eiffel Tower and all this stuff. It's like, dang, bro, like everything got to be from some other place, a copy of some other place. But they do have cool pool gatherings, pool parties. Some of them. I feel like the one we went to was just like some people even commented on the live, like, "Oh man, there's no reason to leave the states." I think I was looking at that live a few days ago. I was like, "Ooh," I was like, "Yeah, it wasn't much wasn't too much impressive at that pool party we went to. Although there were some cool people there, but it just wasn't it just looked a little trashy. Speaking on it for real, looked a little trashy. Um, but I think pool parties are always trashy, right? They always get trashy. If it's a pool party and you can drink alcohol, it's gonna get trashy. That's my take on it. Let me see. We got any more comments? The comments just stopped right there. Let me see. Unless it's my feed. Let me check. Let me check on the actual app. Let me see. Yeah, man. But I definitely got to get my YouTube grind on because I think hopefully by hopefully by the end of this. Because I think. Oh dang! Hold on. Hopefully by the end of 2023, hopefully it could be a real business, real revenue stream. I mean, we pulling, we pulling in a little bit of change, a little bit of change. Nothing to write home about, but it's still something's popping, and you can see it's there. So and that's all a credit to y'all who tune in, watch the videos, comment, like, all that, share the videos. That's all a credit to y'all sticking with it, sticking with me, um, and then just helping out. So I appreciate it. But yeah, we got to push through, man. We gotta do some more stuff. We gotta take it to another level, and that's what I'm gonna try to do. I'm gonna try to get some feedback from y'all who I know tune in. You know, it's I don't mind feedback at this level. If I get to a point I got, let's say I had uh 50,000 subscribers even, and if you had 50,000 people trying to give you suggestions, that would be a little overwhelming. But at this level, I feel like the amount of people we have in our lives normally between 5 to 20 people, you know, and out of those, let's say 20, there's probably like maybe 8 people who regularly tune in as of now. I feel like, I can tell who's been tuning in, who actually has decent suggestions, who's actually been watching the videos, watching uh, the little growth that's been happening here, and we go from there. But yeah, I do need to get on the road and start hitting other spots. Been in Europe a while now. Um, there's a lot to see in Europe. Let's be real. Let's let's be real. All these countries in Europe, there's a lot to see and do. Um, you could probably stay in Germany for a year and be hopping around the whole time and showing different things. I mean, I'm thinking about it right now. I could probably jot down like 10 things. I don't want to give some of these ideas away, but I know of a couple ideas that I don't think anybody in the travel YouTube space has even touched on yet. That's in Germany, and I know I could hit those up. So I might have to circle back at some point, come around and try to film those as well. But it'll have to be more more of a dedicated, uh, coordinated effort versus just it's not like something you could just go out and just start filming. But there's still those too. There's still some of those, and and it doesn't have to be totally unique. Somebody could have done something already. I'll do it again. I'll show it from my angle or from updated. You know. What about hotel videos? Do y'all want to see videos of hotels that I might be staying at? This hotel is actually pretty nice. This hotel is pretty nice. It's not the cheapest, but it's not that expensive either. And it's pretty convenient if you're traveling through. So um, that might be something to do. Only got this space for one day though, so we'll have to see if I can make it work in the morning, which means I'd have to clean up. I got to clean the space and then show it to y'all, or just go raw. Be like, all right, yeah, I'm about to leave, packing up. You can do it like that. Okay, yeah. I think people do like hotel reviews. Tell you the truth, it's just I think if you start traveling a lot, you start hitting these different places, it just becomes like oh shit, like I just want to rest here. But I do remember about a year ago, I'd be like, oh man, let's see the hotel, let's see the place, and not a lot of people show that. Some people do, but yeah, that's true. That is true. That is very true because I'm still doing that. I'm looking up hotels, and unless it's a hotel chain that I'm very familiar with, like Holiday Inn or um, Marriott or Sheridan. What's the other one? Hyatt. Those I can look at two pictures, and be like, oh yeah, yeah, it's at the level. But some of the other ones like Mercure, man, you gotta watch out. Some Mercures are straight, and some are like, you're like, yo, what's going on here? Like I can hear the street. Like, I'm in the bed. I hear a dude on a motorcycle, like a little, like in Bogota. You can hear the dude on the little Uber bike that has a little two-cylinder engine that they put on there. You hear that dude. Think, oh dang, come on, man. They ain't got no insulation in this thing. But yeah, I don't know. It's little stuff like that might be interesting, might be helpful actually. Not just interesting, but helpful. Yeah. 5 minute. But see, that's the thing, man. I don't want to, unless it's a short. I don't want to do. I want my videos to be at least hit that 8 minute mark, probably like 8:30, just to be. Anyway, I guess there's tactics for that. You know what I mean? There's. I think I can stretch videos out, especially a hotel video. Just got to line up a few things. You know, you show the room, you show the lobby, you show the maybe the breakfast. You know, if they got one. Uh, I like it to be in Europe. I would say if it can be under 130 per day, um, that's what I'm. That's what I don't want to go over too often. Uh, but then sometimes I'm getting, I might be staying with friends or family, and that's that's almost free. You know, I say almost because sometimes I do drop something on them, depending on how long I'm staying there. But yeah. But even when I'm trying to negotiate, and now you can get some places I've gotten for I want to say 50 a night. The problem is, man, the hotel I stayed at in Paris, it wasn't cheap, but that joint was like it felt like a $30 hotel. Man, I'm talking about like it was like this space right here. They did I was gonna do a live from there. There was no place to put my computer, bro. There was no place there was no place to prop up my computer. Here I got this desk that I'm on right here. I got another desk over there. Should I show y'all? Should I turn the camera around and show y'all what's up in here? Even though it's a little messy and I got stuff spread all around. Let me see. Let's see if we can do this. Hopefully my thing don't disconnect. But you see I got this, right? Then I got the bed there, right? Hopefully it'll come in focus, yeah, with all my stuff on it. Then you got that table right there. You know what I mean? So I'm straight in this one. This thing is already correcting for light. Anyway, that's why I don't really want to turn it around too much. But yeah, it's straight. I mean, the doors are hard in here. You got when I say the doors are hard, I mean like it's solid doors. It's not like you gotta it's not like you gotta be worried about like sound coming through the hallway and stuff like that. I'm sure some sound can come through, but it's pretty solid doors here. What else? What else is good about this spot? Bathroom is decent. I'm not gonna take this whole apparatus into the bathroom, but you get it. You get it. I'm pleased with this one, and it's under my rate. And you can get deals with whatever app you're using. You got rewards programs and all that you can use. Yeah. So, but if you're going perpetual travel, man, you gotta know how to handle you. You know what I mean? Like it's it's your funds, it's your pocket. So you get to a certain point, you're like, nope, can't do it, or you got other avenues, other approaches you can do. Um, even hostels. Like I'll stay at a hostel. Um, some places have really good hostels, and you can get your own room for a decent price. Um, Traveling on the off season definitely helps. But yeah, Europe is not. It's weird too. I looked at some places that you would think are a lot cheaper in like Eastern Europe versus like Western Europe, and it's cheaper in Western Europe. I looked at some places, and it's like, damn, bro, this place they charging more than here, but the other place got these bad reviews about like Uh, one was like, oh, the floor in the bathroom stays wet because the shower don't drain properly and all that. And I hate that too. That's another pet peeve. I've had that happen to me a few times in Mexico. Um, Sometimes the place is straight, like everything else about the place is straight, but then there's that, like the drainage from the shower doesn't drain fast enough to keep the water off your feet during a 10-minute shower if you're taking a 10-minute shower. I know a lot of Europeans are laughing at me like, "Oh, what you doing? You Americans, you taking them long ass showers." Correct. We do. Sorry. We do take long showers. But yeah, a lot of times too, if I take a long shower, I try to be economical with it and lower the amount of water that's coming out. So even if I'm in there a long time, I'll just have it where there's barely any water coming out, but I'm still, pampering myself with warm water. Sometimes I might go cold for a little bit, then I gotta double the time in warm water. But yeah, those type of things. Shower drain that don't drain fast enough is a pet peeve. Uh, where you can just hear everything from outside of your room, pet peeve. What else? What else? Obviously, you want your room clean, right? You want clean sheets, and you don't want to notice stuff like, oh, I've seen some hair, some strands of hair somewhere. You're like, oh man. Tell you the truth though, if it's like a few strands of hair somewhere, and you're like, all right, it might be the cleaning lady's hair. It's like, all right, I might can just forgot that I saw that, right? But then some stuff, you're like, man, come on. Okay, yeah, well, yeah, man. If you need to watch hours, you need to do lives, man. Because 5 minute, I'm gonna tell you right now that them lives are what kick it up. Them lives, if you want to get your watch hours up, lives. It's funny, man. Like some of these YouTube advisors I see, like that I follow some of these YouTube channels where all they do is talk about how to do YouTube, which is funny because they're making their money from showing other people how to do YouTube, but they're not doing any real YouTube. Like they don't, you know what I mean? Like they, of course, all these new YouTubers out there, of course, it's like easy. It's like the low hanging fruit. Make YouTube videos about YouTube, right? It's low hanging fruit, but some people they have good information. But it's weird. It's different levels. Like if you're starting off on YouTube, certain things you don't need to be worried about. I feel like even shorts, when you're starting off YouTube, I feel like you can do them. You know what I mean? But if you're trying to get watch hours, lives, nothing gets your watch hours up faster than lives. Because think about it. If five people been watching, we've been on an hour already. If five people been watching for an hour, you know what I mean? That's already, I don't, I feel like it's more than you would say, okay, if it was only five people and they watched for an hour, you would think it's 5 hours. I think it's like way more than 5 hours that'll give you. But look at you do a live and you get some people in there and you watch how your watch hours just jump more than anything you've done before. So that's my advice on that. But then again, once you get to monetization level, I feel like lives, unless you're going really good with the lives, you got like hundreds of people in there, they don't really pay as good as the other stuff. But I'm still trying to find out. I'm still juggling and messing around with all this stuff myself. So uh yeah, it's a decent room, man. I like it. Have I experienced any Airbnbs in Europe? Nah, Not really. Have I? Yeah, yeah, but it depends where you are. Like in Germany, there a lot of times they try to offer rooms. They don't try to give you a full place. So you'll see a lot of listings for a private room. Um, so here's what it is. I don't know. I prefer the hotels, to tell you the truth, in Europe. Terry, what's good, man? Hey, do y'all hear the music in the background? I think a lot of times I be using some music. Which music am I playing right now? I'm not even playing no music, am I? But a lot of times I'm using Terry's music, man. Which one was did they take it off here? They might have dropped some of my music. Oh no, here we go. Yeah. Damn, all this time I ain't had no music playing. Gotta drop this volume right there. But yeah, that's Terry's joint right there. That's one of his songs he made. Hold on. This is different Terry though. Yeah. Yeah, get on that live game, man. Get on that live, man. It's like I said, it will boost your watch hours. There's no editing. You know what I mean? So that process is easy. Um, even the mobile lives. The only thing about the mobile lives is like you gotta have a solid connection. If you can get it to connect to your GoPro through your phone, I would say that's better. It's not the easiest thing to do. For me, I've tried to do that multiple times, and I think there's an issue with my iPhone. The service provider right now doesn't want to let me. What do you call that? You share your Wi-Fi. You share your tether. They don't want to let me tether right now for whatever reason. I don't know. I gotta call them up. But you gotta. For some reason, mine won't let me do that. But if you can tether your GoPro to your phone and then go on the move, that's the way to do it. Um, GoPro sucks at night though, so the light gathering abilities of the GoPro at night just suck. Yeah, yeah, that's the thing, man. These Airbnbs in Europe, um, they would, like I said, it's like the Airbnbs in Colombia, Mexico. There's some good deals there. There's some good ones out there. At least right now. Although I've had some that were good in 2020, then you come back in 2022, and they just ran it down. They ran it down. Yep. Everything, all this is learning experience. All this travel stuff, man. Traveling. Well, traveling, checking out places, uh, meeting people, uh, living accommodations, places to eat, staying in shape, staying up with your health or whatever. It's all stuff that you gotta almost like relearn. Like you can say, "Oh, I know how to do this. I know how to do that." Can you do that while you traveling? Do you know how to do that while you're traveling? Well, I know how to make YouTube videos. I know how to do it live. Can you do it while you're traveling? It's a whole nother thing. If I can keep myself motivated, can you keep yourself motivated while you're traveling? You know, can you meet new people while you're traveling? Different languages and all that. It's a, it's a thing, man. It's a thing. Not the easiest, but it has its benefits too. So, but ain't it's worth it easy in life. So it's the entrance fee. It's gonna be some pain. It's gonna be it's gonna be some pain. I was thinking about that. I did a 7 mile run the other day. Yesterday. Yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. Did a 7 mile run. It's probably like one of the longer runs I've did this month. And pace was all right because it was like maybe 8:30. Not too slow, not too fast. Um, Overall, parts of it were fast. Parts of it was slow. In the beginning, I was moving really slow, warming up. But then, it's parts of it where I got these hills, and I just started digging in. I just like reversed my thinking. Like I've done the same run before, and I was like, okay, dang, here come this hill. Just like a week before, I did that same in my head. Oh man, here come this hill. And then this day, I was like, you know what? I ain't even gonna think like that. When these hills come, that's what I want. I want that hill. So I was just taking. I think it was maybe a good 4 hills each way, right? So total of like 8 of them. Some of them were small, where it take you only like I would say from when you got to start pushing to the top 30 seconds. Then maybe some of the longer ones like a 45, just under a minute to get to the top. But I just like, all right, I'm just going in. Here come the hill. Let's go. Like I'm going to run faster up this hill than I was running before. And it changed the whole run. It changed the whole perspective. And I used to run track and field and then cross country, and then I've done a lot of running in my time. But you get older, you stop doing those things, you stop running like you used to run or being as active, and the mind starts to recess into this old like a normal person would think about it. But most of my life I've been a runner. When it comes to that, I'm not normal. Not to say I'm some world record holder. I ain't saying that at all. What I'm saying is just, some people will be like, oh, doing 4 miles. Oh, that's wow. 4 miles is nothing. Even when I stopped running for a while and it was to the point where it's like, oh, I need to get back up to 4 miles. I got to do 2. I still in my head was like 4 miles is a baby walk. But yeah, starting to get that attitude back, and I was realizing, a lot of that mentality is what needs to be applied to other things, especially with like something like this. YouTube, I don't have the history on editing, filming, and all that, but I do have experience in other things that also requires you to push past certain pain thresholds. That's what's beautiful about running. It's all about pushing past pain and thinking about what's out there. That's why I don't run on treadmills. I never run on treadmills because treadmills ain't really running. I mean, you can train. You might be training your body form wise, but when you're running, you're actually looking at something in the distance. Like, oh yeah, I got to get there. Oh, there's a hill coming up. You gotta change up your step a little bit just so you can get on step to get up that hill. It's a hard rhythm. The pavement. You might be running. The worst thing about running in Europe is Sometimes they be having cobblestones, man. That's like the worst thing to run on. But then there might be cobblestones, then it's regular pavement. Then you got the option for pavement or grass. I'm taking the grass every time if I got the option, the grass or the dirt path. Um, but then you push through, you get up there, and you're already on to the next thing. You got to refocus your brain. Like, oh, I got to the top of this hill. Now what? Boom, boom, boom. So it's always a readjustment, refocusing, managing your breathing, managing your step, managing your pace, keeping it going. Maybe I'm pushing too fast. Let me reel it back because I gotta make it back to the house. You know, or not. You can stop on the way back and then have a walk. Or I gotta make it to this distance I said I was gonna do. But yeah, that's I think a lot of people when they think about long-term things like jogging or running or something like that, they just think like, oh, it's just all pain. And it really is just like a thinking man's game the whole time. There is pain, but you're thinking the whole time about pace, breathing, pavement, like I said, the terrain, where you're gonna go and how you're gonna do this. If you're not doing that, then you're gonna be sucking at running. That's for sure. So I think that same mindset applies to a lot of things in life. I guess people who do a lot of things, people who do something for a long time in their life will apply that logic to all of life, right? But like if you're a chef, you've been cooking all your life, you apply those lessons to all of life. If you're a bus driver all your life or for many years, you apply those lessons to all of life. Uh, and I can see how I'm doing the same thing here, but I think all those things, professions or skills or hobbies or whatever people apply to life in the way they see them, they all have they're all valid. They're all valid ways to look at the things we have to go through, the issues we have to deal with, the problems that we need to do to move on. So I don't know. Maybe I'm ranting. I'm going off on a psychological rant. Yes, we got the cue right there. The light done went out on me. But that's my angle on it. Man. That's my angle on it. But on it works. I think it works for me. And that's what you're gonna see me apply to this whole YouTube game. I'm gonna try to get with other people who are doing YouTube, who have a winning attitude. You know what I mean? Who can push through a lot of stuff. Get them to show me things. Um, push each other along, man. That's what it's all about. It's all about, bro. So yeah, it's all of this is a good learning experience, good skills to have. And I would say, man, the more of us that are out here doing the YouTube thing, the better. The better, bro. Like I'm not one of those. I'm not gonna hate on other YouTubers, even if they are doing something totally different. It's not up my lane. Um, and if I don't get it, that's cool. Hey, I'm not a genius. I'm not. I can't see everybody's plan. I can't understand everybody's plan. I might think somebody's plan is ridiculous. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about there? That thing sounds stupid. And then next week they might blow. You know what I mean? Oh, damn, I guess he did it. Or she did it. I guess I was wrong. So that's why I already know that. I already know that about people in general. Like we all have our our mind frames, they go a certain place, and it's like the majority of people are not going to agree. Like, oh yeah, that's a good idea right there, until they already proved it. Like, oh yeah, I know it's a good idea. What you talking about? We all know it's a good idea. So, um, yeah, it's like I said, like in general, I think there's enough space out here on YouTube for a lot more, a lot more creators to get it in, and we can all do different things. Like I'm still a small YouTube channel right now, and I don't even know if I like doing the travel YouTube stuff. But who knows? Like I might try something different one day, and that thing pop. I guess I'm doing that. I guess I'm doing that. But I do see it in line with something that's about travel, or something that's mobile, or different cultures or something like that. Unless I like went to a place I really liked and I posted up there, and the video's blue, and it's like, oh, I guess we gotta post up here for a while. In my head, when I say that, I'm thinking Japan. I'm thinking if I went to Japan and I started doing some stuff, and be like, oh, damn, that's great, and then started going off and be like, oh, I'll post it up here. That's a wrap. I'm Japan Tank. But I don't know. I don't know if that'll happen. But if it did, that wouldn't be bad. That wouldn't be bad. I think Europe, like I said, I think Europe is a little harder in certain ways, parts of Europe, because one, the visa situation is not they're not visa friendly to us right now. I mean, they're not visa adverse either, but 3 months is kind of a short notice. I probably could apply for some stuff and get a much longer visa if I wanted to, but still got other places to see, still got other places to go to, and y'all gonna come along with me. But as of today, we had for an hour and 37 minutes. I think we all talked out as far as the comments go. I don't see any more comments. Hold on, let me see. I think I might have skipped a few when Ace came up in here. We already jumped out. Mexican food, holidays in Europe, bang bang. Yeah, I think we hit most of those. Yeah, yeah, but I want to thank y'all for coming through. I appreciate it, and yeah, I think we covered some ground today. It's just a chat. We're just chopping it up. I think the next thing you're gonna see from me is probably something from France, and I'll be dropping this weekend. I'm gonna take the suggestions. I'm gonna chop it down just to the meat, just the meat. So if you see me going through space and like, oh, I'm here now, I'm here. Y'all suggested that, so don't be getting on me about it. Yeah. All right. Let's see what we got. One more comment. Yeah, man. Me too. Me too. We got some more trips coming, man. We gotta keep it going. To tell you the truth, this is like the perfect scenario. Traveling, having people who you can share some of your travels with. Uh, I'm thinking back to like maybe 15 years ago, even 10 years ago, thinking about doing this as even as a hobby. It was only for like people you saw doing travel documentaries that were going to be on like National Geographic, something like that. So like now we all have that same capability, and it's crazy, man. Whether you're using a GoPro or mirrorless camera or your phone camera, it don't even matter really. I mean, I like all these gadgets. To tell you the truth, I like the camera I got. But you can use the most budget phone camera and get it in. And that's what's crazy about that. So we really are blessed with this technology and the ability to use it, right? Like being from the West, a lot of Western countries, uh, we have firsthand experience. We have an upper hand in a lot of places around the world. But even places in third world countries, people are out there getting it too. The playing field is level. It's just the fact that uh, a lot of I would say a lot of us in the West are taking advantage of the things we already are native. We're digital natives anyway. We're not taking advantage of that. But more and more people are, and they will in the near future. So yeah, I appreciate all y'all, man. And stay tuned. If you haven't checked out, my Colombia playlist, my Mexico playlist, and now I got my European playlist with Germany and France in there. Check them out. I think the two videos is getting a lot of constant rotation right now from Colombia is Pereira and Finlandia. Those two videos get a lot of play right now. And then I guess from here, the Oktoberfest one did pretty good. It's been getting still rolling too, even though Oktoberfest has been over. It's still rolling, getting some action there. And then of course the lives where you got Ace on there and everything. Like it's a lot of interesting conversation there. So if you haven't checked those out, take a look. Just roll through, take a look. I know some of y'all don't have like an hour to sit around and watch another video, but some of those are right about 8 minutes, 10 minutes. Check them out. And if you got some constructive suggestions, let me know. I'm trying to improve. I'm trying to tighten things up along the way. But all right, I appreciate y'all, and we'll stay in touch. All right, y'all have a good evening.